Once upon a Thursday afternoon, in the galaxy right next door, there was a spaceman. Guy, person, thing. It was a dude in space. You might be wondering how he got there. Well, it turns out NASA security is crap. This man, yes, the one standing here before you, managed to steal a spacesuit and sneak onto a rocket ship. Said rocket ship was meant to carry food to astronauts, but it never arrived because an asteroid smashed into the rocket ship and made it explode. Somehow, the man survived and was doomed to float amongst the cosmos until he crash-landed on planet Gnorkslev. At first, he was an outcast, but then when he tried to fight the quest, he earned the respect of the Gnorks. Now he lives in peace with them and his best friend, Neros. Remember when I defeated the quest? I do not know, but look, a giant orb is coming towards us.
Ah, Gnorkslev. At last I've arrived!
Who are you?
Who am I? Who am I? You don't know who I am? Me? Of all people? I'm pretty much the most famous person in the galaxy! No, that's my brother, who was a total idiot, by the way.
That makes sense. From what I've heard, Erning is very handsome. You're pretty ugly.
No! I am 10 times more handsome than he is. I am the maker of madness, the creator of chaos, the cheesy, sexy king of the moon. I am Moo Moo!
Never heard of you.
You may not know me now, but after I'm done with your planet, Moo Moo will be a name you never forget.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to cover your entire planet in cheese!
Why?
Because I can! It's what I do! I'm Moo Moo! Covering planets in moon cheese is kinda my thing. You may have heard of that time in 2006 when I covered Pluto in mozzarella.
Yeah, Pluto is a dwarf planet at best.
No matter. That won't stop me from covering this entire planet in cheddar cheese!
Joke's on you. I fought the quests, and my friend Neros can teleport. We are basically an unstoppable super team, and we're not going to let you cover this planet in cheese. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Right, Neros?
Looks like your friend has abandoned you.
Lol. Spaceman was scared. There he stood, about to take on an evil guy who had a giant ship, machine, thing that squirts cheese. His best friend had left him, and he had never actually won a battle before. But what choice did he have? He couldn't let Moo Moo destroy Gnorkslev. It was his home. So bravely, Spaceman put up his fist and said, "Let's fight."
Bring it on, ya space boy! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh.
As the humans say, get cheese, cracker! Low-key sounds like a you problem.
Lol. Spaceman lay there on the ground, about to accept his fate. Moo Moo's blasters were full of boiling hot cheese that would surely burn the flesh right off of Spaceman's face. But then Spaceman looked to the right and saw a conveniently placed mirror beside him. He grabbed the mirror and held it in front of his face, right as Moo Moo fired. The boiling cheese ricocheted off the mirror and hit Moo Moo in the face, melting his skin. I just feel so much better knowing that my planet is safe.
Yes, yes, it's finally done! Get cheesed! Ha ha ha! Moo-moo! Ha ha ha! You may not know me now, but after I'm done with your planet, Moo-moo will be a name you never forget.